Umbe chance shale unkubia la saka yoma ngo. Sister girl wula ababangwa yo.
Yeah.
Yile gabnya mango. Demaka nyipun jealously abazangte mana. Me wina dangbena. One thing about these southern producers is that even if you don't get money, buy compressor. Most of them don't have studios. Do you know they have Dagbani phrases?
Yeah.
And drums online that people are making money out of. Without northern music, producers and sound engineers, they should tell the artists the truth. They should tell them the truth. If what they've written isn't actually going to sell for them, let them know. My best would be in a moment.
Oh, wow. Your best?
My best would be in a moment.
Wow. What makes it your best?
So in a moment, based at that time, during that time, I wasn't having a studio. I was at home. And I think I was just using a desktop. No sound card, nothing. My old boy came out, opened my room. I was like, off that thing. The newly day. Off that thing. Charlie, before I see my face now, I get slapped. Charlie. Yeah. It was like, that's how it was.
Wow.
The biggest one is Enjoyment Minister. Enjoyment Minister.
It got you awards, or it got
we got nominations. We got nominations and we got an award. VG means collaboration song of the year. Some people for North, I know say even Ghana said they're not gonna say me I do them.
Yeah.
But after Enjoyment Minister dropped, I had to deal with this Nescafe people. With Enjoyment Minister, the plan was not even Stoneboy and Kwame MP. The plan was Sarkodie. Sefa contacted me for Soft Life.
And then that song is
already
big,
out.
It's big. Yeah.
And what they call it. Kwame also contacted me for a production. Right now, I've done like 3 productions with South Africans.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so and one is already out. But Ghana here, the only artist, that one artist that they want to work with, the Manifest.
Abora mende Tamale za nyabo utazungo una mane ko hagal tempune ndempune nyenempule kalambor na afohoma ya Mr. Tampuli.
Yeah.
Charlie.
Okay, so welcome to another exciting episode of the North Podcast. My name is Prince Amdan. Today we have a very, interesting personality in the studio. Somebody who has, changed a lot of things in the northern music industry and is making a lot of waves, and I'm super excited to have him on the show. Right. And with him is also the regular suspect, Snapped. Snapped, I've not Big told time. You, Snapped is a photographer, professional photographer. Yeah. And if, you have any, thing to do with documentary photography and all of those things in the northern part or even anywhere in Ghana, just, send me a message.
Even outside Ghana.
Even outside, we go. And I've worked with Snap for some time, and he's, very professional and photographer. And also, our guest is Flames on the beat. Flames. And I know most of you might have heard this tag, but you can't put a face to that tag. Right. Today we are bringing you the man himself, Flames, and I'm super excited for this conversation. Big man, welcome.
Mr. I'm done.
Welcome to the show.
I'm so elated to be here.
Yeah.
Because I've seen your series on online, and I'm really impressed. Impressed. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm honored. Yeah. Snapped.
Yeah.
Your man is in the building.
He's in the building. My man, like you said, Charlie, I've had the chance to work with.
What makes me excited about Flames is the waves. Like the successes he's chalking, even out of the north.
Right.
Then before, when they talk about a music producer, from the northern part, then we are talking about somebody who is producing for only within
the north.
But Flames has come to change that dynamic, and we've seen him done some great, how do you call it, projects for even big names. In Accra and in Ghana and other places, and for me, I think that's a great thing to talk about as one of us who comes from here and is doing amazing well on the international scene or on the national scene as well.
Right.
Flames,
Charlie,
how are you able to do this? Because constantly or continuously on this show, we've talked about how people see us as Northerners as people who produce things of,
low quality,
right? But you came into the picture, and you are going beyond, or you are throwing over the bar. How are you able to do? How did you
punch it above his weight
above
and then
his-
making it? Yeah, you know.
How are you able to? I mean, make people love what you do. Like, how are you able to do it?
Well, first of all, I would talk say it be God though. Like it's all God. Like always put God first before any other thing. Yeah.
Very important.
But I've come to realize that like that this notion about we Northerners we they bring in low quality stuff. It's just like when you go to the market and you see a cup for 10 Ghana cedis, then there's another that is like 5 Ghana cedis, but they are not of the same quality. But due to your budget, you have to go for the 5 Ghana cedis. At the end of the day, you take it home, it won't last long. That's how they see them.
Wow.
Because there are always sounds that we can always get at some particular amount, but due to the fact that we are unable to make enough income here, revenue here, or maybe producers unable to make enough income here, they watch how much I would take put this thing inside, how much
I will make from mom.
So at the end of the day, you know, go purchase, you know, go get the good sounds. And even sometimes when you get the good sounds, how you would make them much more better than how it is.
It is, yeah.
And the other part is just that amidst all that, if they get them, you have to keep on learning because like it's always a learning process.
Yeah.
Right.
It's always a learning process. See the world out there, like technology they change. Right now, AI they do plenty things. Right?
Yeah.
Technology they change, like things they come up when it comes to productions.
Yeah.
Ideas they come up like almost every day.
Yeah.
But if you are stuck in your corner, just they keep your idea. This is what I know. At the end of the day, you bring out something, and later on you hear someone who has done, like who has used up those ideas and information to do something.
Like killer
then
cry.
maybe the gadgets they use of cry below quality past yours.
Pass your own, yeah.
But at the end of the day, the way you go do them, like
Because he learned.
you'll be amazed.
Yeah.
So that be I feel like North here. We just need to invest more and learn more.
Right.
The producers,
Wow.
Talking about learning and then investing, I've worked with Flames for some time. Like I've been in and out of his studio a couple of times, and all I see is somebody that's ready to grow, somebody that's learning, somebody that's just putting in work. From his professional life, he comes to this, and then it's work, it's work. He doesn't play with it like it's just a hobby. You know, he does it like it's his life. And that's the great thing about it.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It is.
And if you don't know who Flames is a music producer.
Yeah.
And that's a sound engineer, right? Music producer based in the northern part of Ghana who is doing amazing. Later on, we are going to reveal some of the projects. I mean, he has done. Probably you'll be able to remember or get what we are trying to talk about. Flames, how did you get into music production? Because I know you do other stuff, which we'll get into later. But how did you get into music production? Has it always been something you've always wanted to get into?
Music production, the way I got into it, like I would say, just out of curiosity. Just out of, I think in senior high school, I had my junior was a rapper. So he used to spoil there on campus and all that. So you go record song, come take give me demo. The anytime you be demo, and I go listen to it. Oh, be nice, Charlie. Go on. Then one day I was like, Charlie, this thing. So what software did he take?
Yeah.
So I think his house wasn't that far from the campus. So almost every weekend he used to go out. So he told me that he would bring me the software.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I think that week later he bought the software. It was a version 8, 2008 version of that software.
Okay.
So he came and gave it to me. And lucky enough, my brother had a desktop computer. That one they call Gurgu. That one.
Right.
So so I think I sent it home and just started. Just looking at it, playing this Congo beats and all that.
Right.
Then my senior brother's friends, they used to come in and they would be teasing me all that. But Charlie, it was out of curiosity. I just wanted to know what was going on. So then I started going into online videos and all that. Online videos, they go watch maybe Swiss beats. They make beats, a remake of these beats. Then they try to do something like that, replica. Like that's how it all started.
Wow.
But along the line, some people inspired me more. and that was like North Click signing. North Click signing. Charlie, North Click signing. They were spoiling there. Like, I said no, North Click, but they were more hip hop like centers. So I was like, okay, let me just start doing more hip hop. So I started with, I think North Click was those people I started working with. Yeah, but I think when I was in college, I used to take money from them. I used to make me send to them Scottish Springs, Raheem Dens, and they would send me some 30 Ghana, 40 Ghana, make I take chopper body. But it was interesting. It was a journey, and I loved it. Yeah.
You see, that's my point. With somebody like that, he didn't just center around him. He saw that there was, and up till now, I know he does things like that. Because to go that far and still be centered here, other people would go like that. I would not mention names, but there are some people I've worked with that would go like, Charlie, I want to move, go Accra, maybe there you could get the big boys. But Flames is here and he's getting the big boys, and even not just boys, but he's getting companies to work with.
And I think for me, like, stuff like this it's not just about where you are.
Yeah,
it's about how good you are with what you are doing. Right. People look for you
and how good you can push.
Exactly.
Push is the thing.
So for me, I think, was it only online you got to learn everything or you had to go to some school to?
No, Charlie, me I no go school.
The street school, man.
I swear, it was always online.
YouTube International
YouTube University. It was always that place.
Wow.
It was always that place.
Charlie, guys, YouTube has done a lot.
A lot. Like I'm saying, Charlie,
anything that they want, I did YouTube.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even if I mess up with the plugin, then I will see how I go. Reverse some
back to
And I don't know if you remember this day, but there was a time I got into his studio and he kept playing something. He was like, Charlie, this is a South African vibe. I didn't know what it was. But today Flames Beat is one of the people that have done well with Amapiano and this South African vibe that is now a trend in and around the region. Yes, and it's all because of learning and pushing, like I would say.
But Flames, tell me, at what point did you, shoot into the limelight, that where people started to, gravitate towards Flames Beat? Everybody was talking about Flames Beat. At what point in your career did that happen?
So it was around 2015, 2016, during that period. Yeah, so during that period, I think a member out of North Click signing, I did a production for him, and we got an Afrima nomination.
Wow.
Yeah,
Afrima.
Yeah.
That big.
Wow.
Afrima. It was in the moment.
Yeah.
So
okay.
In the moment.
You did that. Okay. I know that. Wow.
It got that nomination, and it was something good for me.
Yeah.
It was big, not good self. That was my first time. So when he called me, I was like, we had a nomination.
Wow.
I was so happy. Then within that period, I produced a song for Chow Boys, Zumkom. So the Zumkom just go everywhere.
It's a vibe.
Zumkom just spread
that
everywhere.
was big.
It's actually
so that's what happened.
It's actually
that's how the virus got spread. Started spreading,
and it's still spreading.
You were talking about how difficult it is for a lot of the engineers to kind of make enough money to be able to even buy some of these instrumentations and stuff that they need to buy. Does that in any way suggest that the business is not, especially within the North, is not profitable?
The business is profitable based on the way you position yourself.
Right.
Yeah. And stuff like that, you make profits based on your worth too. How your worth is what you actually,
how the people are demanding for.
Yeah, your demand too. Yeah. That's how it is. But at the end of the day, the amount of money they make, can't still sustain you.
The business.
So it's just getting the money, reinvesting some amount back into the craft to grow it. Because at the end of the day, it's not just being the studio producer. There are other stuff as a producer. As a producer, when you're a producer, you're an artist too. You have to have a PR team, manager, those things.
Okay.
It's very, very necessary.
Okay.
But it all pushes the producer
brand,
to be who he really wants to be.
Wow.
But at the end of the day, man, it's I can't say it's not profitable. Because Charlie, 70% of my tax I pay off stuff, my bills I pay we all
from the
music production.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Wow. That's beautiful.
That's amazing. Yeah. You have something to add?
And yeah, so like he's saying, you just have to position yourself well, and I think that would push all of us there. Because the people that are here and saying they are not making money from it is how they sell themselves.
Yeah, they sell
Because I know a
themselves.
couple of people that are out there that will be ready to pay for quality songs if you give them that.
Yeah.
So,
But you're also a professional nurse, right?
Yeah.
And is that part of, you know, the reasons why you are able to, I mean, do or go beyond standard, because then you are having a sustainable source of revenue where you can, you know, you'll be able
Go
to
back to.
exactly.
Yeah.
Do you think that is also part of the reason? Because
well-
I've learned that you get a sustainable source of revenue to feed your passion.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That is how you are able to
grow.
To grow.
So with me, what I do, I don't actually like what they call
Mix the
mix
two.
the two.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
actually want to mix the two because
Okay.
I want to see how well I'm doing with this.
With this, okay.
Just without this one. But if you're trying to mix the two, you don't even know what you're getting and what you're pushing into, like how much you're putting
Makes
into
sense, makes sense.
the business.
Wow.
And music production is a business in this one.
On its own.
I don't, and with business, everyone always wants to make profit.
Yeah.
I can't always like run business and fall back to my profession,
profession
pick something, put it back. Like, you know, we'll grow like that.
Yeah.
But has there ever been a time where your profession came to the rescue for for your production?
Oh, there has been a time like that, yeah. Then I feel did and production really come. Yeah, then I feel like, okay, Charlie.
For follow man gets it.
Back up the
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so you did some work with. Before then, let me ask you this:
Yeah.
which of your productions has been your best yet?
my best or biggest.
Your best and biggest, like as in the one you feel that.
Okay, so I think it's two different ones for him. So let's talk
They're
about
two
your
different,
best
right?
first.
Okay, so let's
Which has been your
focus
best
on your
production?
best production.
My best would be in a moment.
Oh wow, your
Yeah,
best.
My best would be in a moment.
Wow. What makes it your best?
So in the moment, based at that time, like during that time, I wasn't having a studio. I was at home, and I think I was just using a desktop. No sound card, nothing.
Wow.
You understand? No, just
get that
yeah,
quality.
no sound card. I just made the beats, and even that time, so we they make the beats of like plenty yawa happened. Where at the end of the day, the song
Still
came out, and
yeah.
the stories around it, Charlie, with my family and all that. So the song, I actually put my all in it.
I understand where he's coming from, because
Yeah.
your best is not always the one you are able. I mean, you have everything and you sit down and your best is the one where like you have nothing.
Yes,
but you're
go
still
through the
able to
storm
make
to get out
You
there.
know
Yeah.
that is what makes a good story.
Yeah.
Wow.
Makes sense.
Because well, I would say the reason why I say in the moment is that when we're making the beats, that night we were making the beat, Nuru came over to my house when we're making the beats, and the next room to mine is my senior brother's room. So it's just like a compound house. So at the end of the day, you know, Charlie left, he did it, he make noise.
You know if you tell her make you stop to make
And we actually wanted to
finish
the beats arrangement before we go to the studio and record. So when we started, I think we were done with the beats. We were now doing the arrangement. Then my old boy came out and was like, I did make noise. Let's off this thing. People in bed. I tell him, say, well, I'll go off. No, as he did inside.
The monitor.
Yeah, he plug in. Then my senior brother to come out, say, you know, I make plenty noise. He know if in bed.
Oh.
I tell them, say, I go off him.
Oh.
And I tell Nuri, say, Charlie, for wrap up. So as them all left go inside, then we wrap up the stuff. Then still the noise day. Then my old boy like came out, opened my room. I was like, off that thing. The Nuri day, off that thing. Charlie, before I see my face now, I get slapped. Charlie, yeah, it was like that's how it was.
Wow.
So I told Nuru, Charlie, for off this thing.
Wow.
Then I shut down my PC. Nuru left home. Then the next day, Nuru came up. We finished the arrangement. Then we sent it to the studio. Then we recorded.
Wow.
Funny enough, when the song came out, the Nuru started doing a radio tour. Then I think he came and picked me up. We went to the radio station. Not knowing my junior sister had told my dad that I was going for a radio program. I kept it on my WhatsApp status. And my dad, I blocked my dad from my WhatsApp status. So
you know, they want any case cross.
Then my junior sister told my old boy. So before I came back, my old boy asked me, where did I go? I told him that me and my party will go some restaurant, go chop. He said, I know where you are from, so stop lying. That be how it all started. Then the next minute, in the moment, nomination comes and my dad just gave up, Charlie.
Wow, you know, at this point,
this is what this boy wanted to do. That was it. So till now, I feel make noise. No one feel nobody.
They have your freedom.
I don't want to tell me this.
Sometimes you have to understand our parents too. They just want to be sure that what
funny
you are
enough,
doing is.
My senior brother is still the next room
to your room.
He now has kids. But still, I didn't make noise. So
no, he be cool with that.
He's now my biggest fan. Actually, his ringtone is my. So that
Charlie, that's big. So it's just all about the push.
But let's talk about
biggest.
But right now, I don't really make noise like that because I have a studio.
Yeah.
So maybe when there's a project that comes in, then I can't actually rush back to the studio. I could actually make them in the house, but just a few. Just a few.
Talking about all of these, let's talk about some of the challenges you faced. I mean, coming up, aside family, trying to
slap.
Maybe small slap.
I hope say that was the only slap you got.
No, that was the only slap, Charlie. That was the only slap. Then,
what are some of the challenges you faced? I mean, especially, being aware of the environment we find ourselves and,
is it that at some point trying to grow with unlike minds that was like the problem. They try to do something, there's someone way there around you, especially the musicians, they know they think towards that direction. They always want something regular. What did they get here?
Normal things,
the normal Tamale sounds, and that's one of like the biggest thing. Like it's like it's a setback. Just challenging.
But before I forget about this question, why do you think, first of all, that there was something wrong with the regular Tamale sound?
There wasn't something wrong with it, but you know how sound, almost every day sound they change. Like
something
new sounds they come in. People they infuse sounds into current and old like stuff to bring us something new. So I was like, no, we've been stuck with this thing for long. And it's like we had some like direction. So whenever there's a sound that's out from north here, someone in the south listens to it. I say, it be no Tamphone or what do they call us? It be the Northerners with that. And that was actually bad because looking at the time of Hammer, the time of Beatz Hammer was making, the time of what Richie was also making, they were different. Richie was actually making more electronic stuff, those things. And Hammer was more of the drums, like the hip life drums, like infusing hip hop drums to make it hip life, like that thing. Because Hammer, I think the kind of drums Hammer was using us at that time wasn't from our normal drums. They were hip hop drums, but he had a way to make it more hip life. So but here, I think here there were some productions that were even done by Northerners. There were productions that were started by southern producers that were based in the north here. So they brought some kind of trend, and the northern producers also picked it up, and they were going through that trend. But then after those southern producers left here, the northern producers that were there at that time, they were still stuck with that kind of sound. But then that southern producer, when they left here, they also switched because they had to things straight up. But our northern producers were stuck with that. So it's like what they call it. They were passing on, the generation were passing on. So we the next generation, we're actually tapping from those old producers, listen to their old productions and. Charlie,
and I made the assertion some time ago when we had a conversation that for me that came out of the fact that I interviewed Riela some time ago, and then she there were this issue of VGMA Northerners not getting into the categories, and music issues and all of that. And I made the assertion that, you see, I also believe that we, just as you said earlier, we are doing too much of the regular.
Yeah.
There is nothing that is solid. The quality of our sound, and I mean, it was a big conversation here. But I want you to tell me, with the exception of some of you who are, changing the game and all of that, do you feel that it's because of the quality of our sound that we are not getting big breaks out of the North? Because you carry your sound, like an artist carries their sound to the South for promotion, immediately they leave the studio, that ends it.
Yeah.
What because we all understand that music is more like a universal language. Yeah. So it for me, it's not more of the language per se, but then the quality of the music itself. I don't know, you being a professional, I don't know what your point is or your view is on this issue.
Like the quality will be very, very, very necessary. Very, very necessary. So actually, for example, the gadgets they use like it reduce the workload on the
how much work you have to do
on the PC or laptop you are using. So we have something like the sound card. The sound cards it vary. Some day like it be low quality, some day it be high quality. But the high quality ones there, you get money, very expensive as compared to low quality. By the end of the day, putting together sounds like the sound card they matter, but it's about the sounds they use, the samples they use,
and how you
the drums, where they get them from. For me, like this, like over the years, I've grown, like I've actually like grown to understand that you have to use very, very, very quality materials. So me like this, I did purchase stuff. I did online. I see something where I see it will help me. I did purchase some. Because I know say this thing, where it come from now? It's of quality. See, right now, Street Beatz, Timbaland, they are all dropping like sounds. You can't create pictures them. But maybe here, maybe we don't know. Or maybe we never get them. We think say like how much I will get. So
from this, as you said earlier.
By the end of the day, it all boils down to how the producer they learn. So like for me like this, I can't say I know everything. But Charlie, every day is a learning process. See, say like recently I purchased some sound that was like a pack of sound that was from SARS. I don't know what you guys SARS on the Beatz. That's like one of the biggest like in Africa, like, and his pack was going for like $100.
Wow.
And bro, I won't lie, that's like the cheapest you can get it from someone like that.
Wow.
So I started making sounds with it. I was like, Charlie, we they use baller stuff for here. We they use baller stuff because the way they process their sounds for you to get it online, and the sounds that they tell you like it's about the drums, the kicks,
and how
those
it sounds.
things, how they sound.
Yeah.
We get one, you go figure online, go download. By the end of it, you can't match the quality.
Yeah.
So if you go download the low quality ones, your sound card has to do much more work.
And you don't even have a quality sound card as well.
Right now, to get a quality sound card, bro, recently I purchased one sound card. I don't want to mention his name. In Tamale. Sound card was like 30,000 and above. Like 30,000 to 40,000 Ghana cedis. Sound card.
30,000.
30,000 to 40 Ghana. Just the sound card. When the sound card came, just the cable to connect the sound card to the laptop was like 1,000 cedis. Wow. Just a short cable.
Yeah.
And you see that sound card, that's what Richie uses in Accra. Link Studio, that's what they use. So when it came, then I sent a picture to one of my buddies. He told me that, recently he just purchased one for Richie. He sent me what Richie had. He does plugins and what they call hardware installations in Accra. So that's what they use. So he sent me a video. I was like, Charlie, that's why these guys, they have the quality sounds like that.
Yeah.
So I missed all like the amount apart from just the sound card, you need much more hardware to give us what this guys
quality of the sound.
But here, Charlie, you know, go fit picture some.
You see, so when you listen to a sound from some of these big guys, and you listen to it sounds very different,
bro. So that
was the point I was making the other time. I don't know if you remember. You see, when I made mention of the quality of the sound.
Yeah. Someone could purchase a mic like this mic. Charlie, this mic, it costs Yeah, so someone could go online then purchase a mic like maybe around $30, then comes to use that mic. That at the end of the day, you know, the mic just they pass through the sound card, and that's just it.
That's it.
See, with the sound,
not doing anything special.
Most this guy is saying, you see the sound card, it did big man, it did the sound card like it be very quality. Then pass the sound, then route the sound card through this thing what they call it, compressors for mics, equalizers before it even gets to the PC itself, your speaker before you go the output. So sometimes they go through record song without even mixing. Then they listen to it and say, no, if like if you know far, this is what we get. This is what we get as our master.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the truth.
See, let nobody,
That's just the
deceive
truth.
you. This is the facts. These are the facts we have to, spit out.
Yes.
Right? It takes a lot of investment to get to that quality of sound. So you see, as I said earlier, when you listen to a production like that, you enjoy it without even like
having to strain your ears.
Where the sound, what language they are singing or not.
Yeah.
And you see, that is for me, that is our challenge.
And this one thing about this sounding producers is that even if you don't get money, buy compressor. Most of them don't have studios. Most of these sounding producers, young guys, most of them don't have studios. They're just doing their mobile stuff. It's just that maybe them blow. So when the phone call away, then come your location.
Move.
But what they do is that when the beat is produced, but they make sure that if they don't get anything, but the sound card for the quality, the kind of sounds that they use for the quality, the microphone that they use for the quality. So even if they record, most of the producers they don't mix their stuff. When they produce, record the engineer, they record the artist, they take it to the engineer. Yeah, because it's like shared labor.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day,
then their speciality.
Yeah. So when the song gets to a mix engineer, the person listens to it, he approaches the song with a different perspective.
Yeah.
So the way you go attach the vocals, attach the sounds, and the mix engineer they go to someone like Posse G, stuff are already connected. Like hardwares are already connected. That's why Whiskey can run to him for
Any
recording
day.
Engineering, like services and all that. They are already positioned. So when you bring it to him, he starts his work. He has had like years of experiences with sound engineering and dedication. That guy, he has done a lot. So that's it. So at the end of the day, down here, we the producers, me like this, I do everything on my own. I produce, record, mix and master. But at some point, when an artist tells me, "Oh, Charlie, I get my recording engineer, so I get my mix engineer," Charlie, I know the one battle with them. He know the kind of sound, how they want sound.
Yeah.
And this is what, or maybe the kind of engineer he has worked with. So I was like, okay, I don't have a problem with that. If your engineer could actually do the work you want, Charlie, all I have to do is to record your
Give you the
vocals,
files.
link up with your engineer, we box it, then we'll be on the same page.
Yeah.
I'll let him know where I left off from the work, where he's going to pick up, how we do, like, we work together.
See,
At the end of the day,
like that to make
the
things
sound
different.
comes out, it will be nice. Charlie, the credit there, if teamwork, you can't always take it alone.
Of course.
You can't always take it alone. But there are some producers, artists, and that is when the artist has money to put on the production. After paying me, they have to pay the engineer.
Which we don't have here.
Yeah,
Most
which
of
we don't have
the
alone.
artists here are not
But
able
here,
to.
it feel like me like this. So at the end of the day, if I'm learning just beat production, I they go extra mile, make I learn how vocal productions do they go.
The job.
The mix engineer, because I know say here we don't get that. So if I have to do everything on my own, make at least match up to the standards
Exactly.
of what the soundness have. Yeah, with like less gadgets. Because with me, I already have my sound card, but I made sure that I invested much more into my sound card.
And the knowledge as well.
Yeah, and the knowledge as well.
So we didn't tackle we only spoke about the best song. We've not spoken about the biggest song.
The biggest song.
The biggest one is Enjoyment Minister. That
Enjoyment
one,
Minister.
Enjoyment Minister.
It got you awards, or it got the
we
Black
got
Award?
nominations. We got nominations and we got an award. VG means collaboration song of the year.
Wow. How did that production come about?
Okay, so this is what happened during the COVID. Me and he were back and forth. So I sent him a pack of beats, like 5 pack of beats before the COVID. So when he left to the USA. He was there. That's where the COVID
Prior
hit.
to that, did you know? Were you guys, friends or something?
No. Charlie, this thing was traitor.
Okay.
Traitor. Me, I
Okay.
just shoot my shot. That be all. I just shoot my
So
shot. But actually, I was a fan.
Take us through how you
So
got in
actually, this
touch
is what
and-
happened. I just went on Twitter. I was just tagging at Black Charlie. I'm a fan of your works. I hope we could work like in the future. That was it. Black. They talk plenty. Just come retweet my destiny. Just kept the email there. Send me emails. That was it.
And
I started sending emails. So
Okay.
started working on I was just saying, and the emails I was sending wasn't work. When you're on this, that's what people don't understand. When you're a creative guy or something like creative industry or maybe producer, when you're trying to link up with someone like big like that, you don't actually go straight to, like just Charlie, I get beats give you. No, don't go that way. Let the person actually know that you're a fan first. Yeah, because you can't just come to my and say I have beats for you.
So what?
No.
Yeah.
Appreciate the person's work. That genuinely appreciate the person's work and let the person know you're a fan. That's how the relationship all starts.
To start.
So that's how I took mine. The relationship all started. The emails. I used to say, no. It was just emails. And it was like, Charlie, sometimes I would check the emails, sometimes I would check. Then one time I just told that, Charlie, me too, I did into beat making, I did do production. He said, wow. Like, an email, it takes like hours before the person replies. So one day he just told me that I should send him something. I sent him 5 pack of beats. So I sent a pack of beats containing 5 beats. So he listened to them and was like, Charlie, your beats are fire. And I was like, okay, there's this particular beat. I wish he could just work with Joe Boy. That time too, Joe Boy was popping up. He told me, okay, he will link up with Joe Boy's management. So he left Ghana to the USA. And that was where the COVID hit.
Yeah.
So when the COVID hit, he was stuck there and it was like, Charlie, we had like conversations on Twitter and the emails and it was like, Charlie, I get beats, make I send her, make it do something, make it listen to something. So I sent him 5 pack of beats. So again, sorry, a pack of beats containing 5 beats again. So in all 10. Charlie.
But the first one, I don't talk anything.
The first one I don't talk anything.
Okay.
So the second pack containing 5 beats. No? So that was where the magic happened. So I was there, the inbox and Charlie, they want to record album. The beats I sent out for this. The second pack of beats that I sent them, Charlie, the beats be fire. So they try to record something. So he started writing in the USA. So I think before the COVID, like they were actually allowed to come down to Ghana. He had written on all the 5 beats.
Wow.
Yeah. So when he came down to Ghana, he was like, Charlie, I did come like the following week. When I drop, we hit in the studio. Because that was his next album. That was his
Upcoming.
album after the break.
Yeah.
The next album after the break. He went on some like long break. So he wanted it to be big. But even with Enjoy Minister, the plan was not even Stoneboy and Kwame MP. The plan was Sarko. Yeah. So I was there when he was like, Sarko is jumping on the beat. We're supposed to jump on the beat. He gave me a date. And I was like, hey, Charlie, screenshot them. Screenshot them. Sarko, they jump you on a beat. And I was like,
big deal.
That's where the magic all happened. So it was like, when he got to Ghana, it was like, Charlie, I did Ghana, so let's link up. And I'll try in the north. So what he just organized flights, came down.
Wow.
That was what happened.
He came down to
No, he organized flight for me
to
come
go.
and meet up. So that was what happened. And interestingly, on the during the session, he actually wanted the album to be big to extend that it wasn't supposed to be an album, it was supposed to be an EP. But the songs he had recorded, they were plenty to extend that he could actually put it into EP, an album, and even break for a second album again.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is what happened. On that particular day, there were 3 sessions in his house, 3 studio setup. We had one in his kitchen. There was one. He has a studio in his house, but there's one setup in the kitchen, and there was another setup around the balcony. It has a balcony like so. Ifya and some other artists, they were there recording around the balcony. For them, they always want to be. Then we were in the studio. Then we're waiting, and Kwame and MP2 were in the kitchen recording. So like the way they position it, like you can actually we could actually record here. like
Yeah.
just some minimal setup. Yeah. So that's how they did it. So when this what they call Enjoy Me said the chorus was written by him and he recorded his parts. So when he recorded his part, it was like Charlie, be fine. But Stonebwoy wasn't supposed to be on that song. Stonebwoy came over to be on a different song.
Okay.
So when he came in and jumped into the studio, it was like started vibing to this. It was like Charlie, hey, Charlie, if this song I want, then he started giving freestyle. Then Big Man should be like, okay.
Jump on
Your man give freestyle, and they say no, this man for jump
For
onto
the-
the song.
yeah.
Then Stonebwoy jumped on it. So originally the song was now D Black and Stonebwoy. Then when Kwame MP was done with his recording in the kitchen, then that was where he was like, Big Man, I dey go, till I'm done. Then the chorus, no, he started vibing to the chorus. Then D Black told him, Charlie, me I write down. The way they do and say, you better pass the way I do. So why not just do it?
Do it, yeah.
So Kwame now fired the chorus and the hook. And that was it. Now, the finishing touches were done by D Black's kids. Because there are some kids response like in the song. So he actually made the kids here. He has like 2 girls and a guy and a boy. So the 2 girls did the response like recordings for the song. And that was how he came.
Wow.
The song blew up. So me, actually the kids side, I wasn't there again.
Right.
I wasn't there. Because actually I took 2 weeks leave from my annual leave at work.
To go do that.
To go
job.
do that job, to just go be around. Because sometimes if you did and see the connect, not actually being doing
Like
the
very,
work,
very important.
just
Yeah.
the
And
little
that
connect.
leads me to the next question. How was the vibe like? How was the energy like? You know,
Charlie, for
being
them,
in-
Charlie,
all
for them,
this-
they recording me enjoyment too.
Yeah.
Wow.
No. The recording no day like they do some hard job. Charlie, you know, like the man liquor day, the man Charlie, everything day.
Everything day.
Even if they want something, they go bring them from outside, come the house there, and like they record. You know, they like it's like I would like to say organic. It's like unplanned. Like most of their legs, then it just day, then they come.
Yeah.
They come naturally. They
Unscripted.
write.
They have a session and then everything just...
The session
vibe
is
goes
like when
with
they tell you, I want to have a session where you know they say you go prepare your house right, come. You come there, the way the beats go, the people around you, that way the things they come, the
as you get
inspiration they come.
inspired,
So that's how they do them as songs.
Important.
So that's why like D Black could just record like songs plenty.
As a producer, what did that particular moment do for you?
Charlie, it was me. To me, that was my first time. It was like a writing camp stuff, but that was my first time. I've never like been like in a building with plenty. Charlie, at some point, I don't. Charlie, I don't feel no room for you to make some mistakes or something, because you are new and you're just trying to prove yourself in a way. Yeah. So that was what happened. Then it was actually big because I met Kwame MP, obviously. I met Stonebwoy. Kwame, Efia, I met Efia, but Efia me didn't know, like we didn't have that conversation. Because Efia, where Efia was, that was where Kill Beatz were also doing their production with them.
In the same
in the same
place.
building. Their house is quite big. So that's where Charlie, it was inspiring to me. Like looking at some people I see for television, like they listen to my songs, so then now in the same building with them doing productions. Charlie, it's
So a follow-up to Hamdan's question.
yeah.
Did anyone else follow up for Beatz
Oh.
from that session?
Follow up, boss. I don't even wait for you to follow up.
You
I don't even wait
okay,
for
so
you to
another
follow
question: Who else has actually
No,
responded?
have you yourself gone to any of them to give them beats?
No. After that production,
Yes.
two people from
That meeting.
contacted me for beats.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I think three, and 2 are out, leaving 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that would be okay. You cannot mention names, right?
Oh, Sefa contacted me.
Yeah.
For Soft Life.
And then that song is
already
big.
out.
It's big. Yeah.
And what they call it, Kwame also contacted me for a production. But Kwame, we're done with the production. But the other one, the recordings aren't done yet, but the beats are with
Beats
them.
is ready.
Yeah.
All right. So I was asking if anyone has responded to your request for usage of your beats, because I know for sure it wasn't just D Black. You sent the packs of beats to.
No.
Who else did you send to, and who else?
Oh,
responded?
I mean the pack of beats. I think there's this. There's something in the pipeline.
So you cannot talk much.
Yeah,
about it.
plenty
Okay,
stuff.
that's
but I don't
just-
talk
just a
about,
glimpse.
like,
yeah. Because I'm asking this because there was a time I entered your studio and you were doing something for Sarkodie. You said you were hoping it would get to him.
Yeah.
I don't know how that
So with Sarkodie, what happened was that I had a link up with Manifest producer Mike Mills.
Yeah.
Even before I had a camera, I was texting with him.
Yeah.
My buddy. So I think he had made a production. I don't know what I was. Huncho Mouth or something like that. There's this production he did for Sarkodie.
Yeah.
So he and Sarkodie, they had that relationship. So he actually gave me the email, personal email to Sarkodie.
Yeah.
But he told me that actually I will not make them no save
Yeah.
because you know how discreet these boys are. So he gave me the email, and I shot my shot. I didn't know whether the email was open or not. As at that time, not be now self crowd with that.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, like
Yeah, wow.
3 years ago with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know. I don't know whether that email was open. So that's when I realized that I have to download an email tracker. So that I actually know whether someone opens my email or not. But that's like road didn't go the way I wanted it. So
Okay, all right, that's fine. That's fine.
No, but I love that part, that aspect of him.
Yeah.
Not sitting down and waiting.
No.
Right? Is it like opportunities are there?
I think come your bio
You
can
need
boy. I think come your bio can copy your email something.
And that's how you go places. Relationships.
There was a time you were communicating with one Nigerian producer too.
Yeah. What is this thing?
But was that to learn from him or to buy from him?
Victorious, to learn from him. After that time, he was doing productions with a Wizkid.
Yeah.
But he was like not a young guy, so he not really take himself like that brand thing. So he was open, like he was that person. He inbox or no, he replied.
Respond.
He just did like that regular guy. So I was just trying to learn something from him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
Victorious.
Flames.
Yeah.
Aside Enjoyment Minister and some of the projects you've mentioned, can you tell us some of the big names? And even before then, Enjoyment Minister gave you some awards.
Yeah. Enjoyment Minister gave me an award. He had like nominations. There plenty, but
only one award came through.
Yeah, that was VGMS.
But that's big.
Yeah,
VGMS, right?
VGMS,
Yeah.
collaboration song of the year.
Yeah. And also like let's talk about money wise. Was it profitable? Was it?
What are you talking about?
How much?
I can't actually disclose, but actually,
No, I know. Yeah.
See these boys. The day I got to know that these boys, like these guys, they mean business. When the production was done finally, and I was sent an email that from from Black
Avenue
people.
Yeah.
See, I have to check out the final master song of the thing. Then I listened to it. I was like, I just started smiling. And next day I had a WhatsApp message from Black. I was like, and the WhatsApp message was just precise. Filling your name, your real name,
your bank details.
It's what they do is that it's not like bank details. It's like there's something called the IPI number. You're supposed to be associated with some like royalty license.
Okay. So that's not them coming. Okay.
Filling. Then you send it back to them when they are inputting the song online, doing those things. That's the IPI number. That is your
share
ID. The IPI number. If you don't get that, the IPI number, I didn't know about it. It was that Mike Mills, Manifest producer, that told me about it. So when you register with them, I'm with BMI. So when you register with them, it takes like a month before you get your IPI number So my IPI number dropped a week later. Then that WhatsApp message came. So I just send everything to them. So you realize when you go on Apple Music, even as a songwriter, you see me as a songwriter and Enjoyment Minister.
Wow.
Then my IPI number, that's where the royalties they come from. But there was some upfront cash. That one, that not be oneself.
You really enjoy
upfront cash. Yeah. That one, they are not gonna lie. Like I was paid some money outside my royalties. Not just one-time payments. Like
they come.
They give
even my birthday self. And I have some.
And you see the relationship thing we are talking about.
Yeah.
You know, so sometimes it goes just beyond the work.
Yeah.
I mean, birthday, he sends you something.
Yeah. So when I just log into my BMI account, my publishing right authorities, when I just log in, I will see the works that there's a place that you go and see the works that have been registered with them. You don't register themselves. They send them the listing. They put it as part of your works catalog. So that's when royalties are coming. They take it on your behalf. onto your list.
Automatically.
Dashboard. So.
You don't have to go and hustle
I'm
anybody
also
for it.
that's some aggressive being no.
So now let's go to some of the very prominent works you've done aside Enjoyment Minister and
the Soft Life. I did Soft Life for Sefa.
Okay.
Even some people wouldn't like some people for North. I know say even Ghana self they no go no say me I do them.
Yeah.
But after Enjoyment Minister dropped, I had to deal with this Nescafe people. Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't even know. Twitter, I just did. Then kind box me. I didn't even open this thing. Like 3 days. I hardly go on Twitter. So I did, and I logged in Twitter 3 days. There was an email message sitting on my inbox, like 3 days. And the people didn't want to disclose them. So the guy just said, "Oh, Charlie, he wants me to work with his clients. And they needed a pack of beats containing 5 beats. And this is the direction they are going. And the way the guy sent it and stuff, you can't actually know whether it was Nescafe. So I told them, okay. So they had their requirements. And that time, too, they ran 9 shows for hospital and things. So actually, to sit down and make those beats. So at some point, I did 4, and I sent them to him. It was level 1. So don't know if they had like a panel discussion. Like when the beats come, they sit down and scrutinize the beats. So I sent the 5th one. Finally, sent the 5th one, and they chose one. When they chose one, when he was getting back to me, it wasn't more on Twitter again. It was like an email. And when the email came, that's where I got to realize that
it was Nescafe.
It was Nescafe. And before then, I realized I knew that I was working with some people, but some big something, but I didn't know. So when I think I realized it was Nescafe, I was like, boy, Nescafe.
This is big.
Land. Nescafe land. And I went online, did research. So I realized that MOG, Sarkody's producer, was the one who did their first edition.
Wow.
Yeah, and the second edition came to me, Charlie.
Sure.
It was big for you.
Sure.
Boy.
Sure.
Well done, bro. Well done.
Charlie.
You deserve it.
Charlie,
to come from this side and then prove that you can do
so
that.
up to now, they are still using that instrumental. When you go on to Nescafe, but this and whether Facebook or Instagram pages, right now they are running a this with promo. They are doing some this with Boomplay. They are still using that instrumental.
That's big.
But the way the instrument, you know, go hear Flames for the beat there on now, but where they actually put that you know go hear.
They are cut, you know.
But whenever I go on Instagram, they see how they feel like.
Yeah, you feel big, man.
Charlie.
That's good.
And what they did
Hard
was
work.
that it was this thing was Nescafe one song, so it was. They made me do the production, the beat production. They had a team or a subject they wanted people to jump on. It was like 5 African countries: from Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, Cameroon, and Ghana. That's how it was. So that's when COVID hit, like the exit of COVID that time. So I was in touch with their lawyers. Their lawyers sent me what they call it, the contract. I read through where I should put my amount and things.
That's big. So you did the work before even.
That's why I
charging
even
them
realized that they are even lawyers in Tamale. Me now I don't say lawyers in Tamale.
for Nescafe.
And like
You never
like
see
All the
lawyers.
lawyers people.
Oh, then my manager tell me say get in party with lawyer. I say yeah. We go meet her. Then the guy explained all the clauses to me.
To you, yeah.
They actually told me that I could actually add my clauses.
Your own,
if I
your own
want.
terms.
Because it was a draft at that time.
Yeah.
Because one of the clauses was that after the song is being done, the entries comes in. We pick the winners for each country. I'm supposed to travel to those other African countries to do the actual studio recording with the artists.
Wow.
Then collect the vocals, come them back to Ghana. Then before everything
Mastered,
like
mixed and
because now we now box everything into one song.
Yeah.
So that was that time COVID. So part of the clauses, they made it clear to me that I think they have to get back to their team. Like they have a team. If the COVID doesn't elapse soon, I won't be able to travel. But if the COVID elapses soon, I'll travel. And there was another clause to that. It was like, if I should go to the studio and wait for an artist, if they book a studio session for me and an artist, the artist goes there and waits for me for like an hour or 30 minutes.
Yeah, you are not there.
When I come, I'm supposed to pay for that 1 hour or 30 minutes late that I've done. Then the lawyer told me that I should also, if I go there, I will wait for the artist. So that's what happened. Then after we boxed and we sent to them. and they send the final contract. So it was just like this email, like sign on this email, like online.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Electronic
like electronic
signature.
signature. So
Yeah.
I just did it. Or my PC is actually attached, so I just did it and we sent it back. And
Guys, we are talking to one of Ghana's, finest producers.
Flames on the beat.
Flames on the beat. And I mean, I'm very excited that he comes from, the northern part of Ghana. And
this
he's
is
actually
north.
based in the north, man. Doing amazing stuff. I mean, flying the flag of the north, to the highest level. Flames, let's come back home. As I stated in my intro, you're one of the producers that is changing the face of our music industry in the north. With what you've been doing with the young chabs and like Fad Lan. Yourself, you came out with Yeka Bay, and it's fire. These are tracks or these are musics that
trending.
can be listened everywhere.
yeah.
How with these kind of music you are doing with these guys, I don't know how to put my question, but it's like there's a new wave of change with our sound, right?
Yeah.
And it's like people like you are championing that.
Yeah, sure.
How take us through, I don't know how to put the question. Take us through how you are able to,
Make this a trend.
make this happen, because as you said earlier on, we are coming from a different, setting
Yeah.
with different kinds of, thinking, and you are trying to put a different dimension, bring change, and definitely it's not going to be easy. How are you able to get these guys to,
So I always have this thing like a look ahead something. Like I always try to see how trying to look ahead from what is already here. So what I actually do is that with these big companies, let me just start with these big companies. What they do is that they have a team that is, or big labels, they have a team that is like working for like, they're always online scouting for how their algorithms, like music algorithms are doing online, and they actually have like reports from Apple Music, Spotify, which song is buzzing as at that time. Yeah, so what I do was that I always have to go online, then listen to songs outside like Ghana. The songs that I feel like they incorporate into Afrobeat, but maybe Shada like blue like that. So that's what happened. So like Ryan says, at some point I was doing Kwaito. There's this genre in South Africa, they call it Kwaito. I was doing Kwaito. I was just trying to learn how Kwaito works, that kind of production. So then I realized that with Kwaito, at some point, the way how energetic their sound is, very soon, like Charlie, if attention down, it go blow like that. So there was this particular instrument that was from it. I think it took like 3 months for me to realize that particular instrument was even part of the default software that they were even using. I thought it was like an extra plugin or some software they downloaded and were using. So that's how it all came. So what I actually do is that I actually go online to understand the algorithm, like Spotify. If I go on Spotify, and I'm supposed to, I want to listen to like Afrobeats. Then I see which one they like on the
trend,
playlist, like which one is number one, how many plays they get. So the influence, like choreographs, what did they do for like online, like what they go on. You won't actually. It's like if they do one, man, with me, if I do one, it's not like. I won't say like. If I do one, it's not like. I know what I'm doing, but this is not where I actually want to go. But I think there's a calm nature, like this sound, this thing it be hard, this thing be hard, like this thing if you fire, like those things. So like, with this modern sounds, like this sounds changing, like in North here, it's just like trying to fuse different genres into one thing. Trying to fuse Kwaito, Afro, like house music, Afro beats, and our local sounds from here. That's what I actually tried. That's something that should be new. But Kwaito is already out. Afrobeat is already out. But fusing those things is going to bring something new.
Different, yeah.
So knowing you so well, is it safe to say that you introduced it to these artists that are making it happen now?
Yeah, sure.
Because I know you to be somebody that would force things on artists to let you know.
I actually
that this is what
forced
is
it.
gonna.
I started with Macasio, but people didn't realize it. I started with Macasio. Macasio, it was this song, one particular song, Hamdan. You need to have the inside. That song. Yeah. It be some song like, it was more of house music.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we jumped on it. It was 2018. Wow. So when he introduced, when we actually did, I was like, Charlie, I could learn much more from this thing. Yeah. So I was more on this South African sound. So then Amapiano just blew up like that. And elements of Afro house, like house music is what they used to do Amapiano. So I actually knew what I was doing when Amapiano dropped. So
in all this, what I've gathered is that, being able to understand, learn and understand your industry is one of the things that is making Flames, because I think a lot of, as I said the other time, a lot of our people don't learn. What they know, they feel that is what, so they keep, hitting on that. Yeah. Just as everyday things are changing.
Exactly so.
Today, there's a new, trend going on somewhere, not even close to you.
Yeah.
So if you don't research, you won't be able to, see it. And at the end of the day, now the world is one place. Where the trends are going, if you are going the opposite direction, it means that nobody's going to pay attention.
That's what these boys do. You see, Maven Records, Don Jolly things. That's what they are. Richie, a friend of mine actually told me that Richie has a team of 3 guys that are actually always online, that they might be them at work, knowing how the algorithm switches, so that they know that they are artists. This is the type of song they should be doing. Yeah. And this is how the algorithm will favor that particular song. But if you draw something outside the algorithm, the way people they move to one,
it's just like
YouTube.
Yeah, the same. Yeah.
So I think there was an interview with Don Jazzy. It was like the way for them, how they even actually get reports directly from Apple Music and Spotify. Like that kind of connect. They actually understand this is the type of song. So it was just say like Don Jazzy could make the artist write a song for the artist. That's going to be slow. At some point, they make the artist run like high tempo songs. Like then you realize that right now when you go and pick it, the high tempo songs are doing much more better than the slow songs. You understand? So it gets to a point, the algorithm will change. When it changes again, you have to change with it. Otherwise, when you're stuck with it, we all know Sefa could be rapper. Yeah. But the recent album, see the influence, the Amapiano influence will enter there. That's how it did. Davido released his album. See Amapiano influence.
Right.
Mr. Easy the trend. Dropped 2 Amapiano songs and
it has shot him up again.
He ran to South Africa. Southern did a full album with South Africans. And it's out again. He's supposed to go and tour. That's how it is.
Yeah.
Right now, where do you place Northern music in the scheme of things? The kind of music we put out.
There's some Future Day, but it's just like, in as much as the producers and the sound engineers they learn, artists for learn plenty pass. You have to listen to different type of music, not just you are listening to maybe Abu Sadiq and song, like not just like they did what they could do, but pick something from there, then add something, not just picking what's like or just what they did. Because that you get some point, and that challenge, I think it hasn't been true to most of these northern artists. See, you could go into a building, artists plenty did, you have to record a song. Charlie, if you know be someone who they write, if they write better or understand sounds, how you go do them? At the end of the album will be out or something, or EP. Then you realize your production your delivery was bad as compared to what the others did. So if the producers they learn, the artists for learn pass. And so I've realized that some 1 or 2 artists from North here, they try. Because I could enter some like websites and I see that they did it. They watch things. They watch things. So even if the artist goes to pick a line from this what they call it, I don't know what Puerto Rico or something like that.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, if I should go there and pick a line or 2 from one of the artists and switch it to the Dabani and drop it to my track, how would you know? So
And
that's
for
it.
me, I think I agree 100% with the fact that you see, and we also need to be more, like intelligent.
Yeah.
Because like I've heard people make the language argument, but trust me, some of our indigenous languages are some of the most sweetest languages.
that's right,
If you
right.
know how to put it well.
When I'm a piano was hitting,
You get it.
That's why I realized that I'm a piano just sounds. Their vocals just sound like
get it.
northern.
You get it.
Yeah.
So I think we are still not doing justice to our originality and our identity as a people.
Yeah.
And I was even about to ask, why we still don't have, like something in the Amapiano lanes completely made from our
Local
northern
instrumentations.
instruments, our like very, like sweet sounding xylophones and the how do they call them? The colgors and all of those things.
So that thing came to mind. I did a piano project, but that wasn't for me. It was for someone. Right now, I define way make I do cry, then push the person out and take the project.
Wow.
Because the project is not done yet. It's not fully done. I did a production. I had to invite this local drums, this talking drum. The guy came and did his stuff. Then this Gonje. Charlie, you hear the project, be bad. And be my piano.
Why? Take it from the person, let's do something.
Yeah, you bad, babe. But right now, the person self, he just wanted to do a song. He didn't have the idea.
Yeah.
So me, I did a project and I called the artist to come and like record. Listen and just do that. The guy lead vocal, it was bad. And the one I was doing it for, it's not like there's a payment, but I was just doing it for the person based on like previous this thing you had done for me. So I was like, after I see the whole project, I know one
Make mistake, make it
I
just
don't want to say
waste.
for forget the project. So make
Find way to use them.
the project be bad. Like I wish I could do something
Similar.
I feel like right now I can't do something bigger than Charlie. The guys, what we did was like different.
And
Like these Gonje guys, they play based on stories.
yeah.
So the guy came with a story line that was actually matching almost all the
what
chords that I played. Like when he played, we had to switch the pitch and everything. The thing was bad.
Rather than fighting these people
So
for
up to
this
now, I just go to the
beats,
studio, just play it and be listening to it.
you get it.
Like, I feel.
It's going to be out of this world.
Dagomba language, be
Sir.
very powerful.
Yeah.
And I still don't understand why we are not able to use it to captivate people.
Oh, no, it will be slow. Do you
get
know
it.
that do you know that they have Dagbani phrases
Yeah.
and drums online that people are making money out of?
Yeah.
I was doing a project and I went online to purchase some stuff. Then I had some provoker and it was Junior Mbongo. I was like, that thing was tax Senegal. I was like, how? Yeah. Then I played another project, it was a talking drum. This drums they play for long. I was like, so I actually went to read the what they call it, the origin of like modern Dagumbes. I realized that like part of the Gumbes,
we have a relation.
There's a relationship. Charlie, you see the vocal they do, and they are selling like that. They sell like those guys in Senegalese, Gonje. They have this guitar. I've forgotten the name, but these guys use it. These Bolga guys.
Colgo.
Yeah,
The 2 strings guitar.
Yeah,
That's
they
the
make
Colgo.
money.
Mad.
These Senegalese are
It'd be
making money
mad.
from it.
Yeah.
It'd be mad.
The Gonje.
Myself, though I'm not how do you call it, a music, a very music person. But when I sit down and I imagine, I hear the xylophone play, I hear the colgo play.
Oh.
I can't imagine anything better than this. And this is going to be our own originality.
Our sounds
And people
are
will
rich.
follow us for it. You see, so when we leave all of this and we go to, do what the Sarkodiyes, the Asakebo, how do they call them? The Kumasi boys are doing, we won't have an identity. Yeah. And we'll keep following their shadows forever.
If they do even if they want to do something like that before, make the originality day.
Yeah.
I realized that I saw a Gonje that was selling for like $1,200. Gonje.
What?
And the explanation they were even giving, one of the guys who was playing the Gonje, he told me that thing that they used to play it's like horse.
Yeah.
this thing, And when they are playing it, at some point, Charlie,
The sound,
thing,
you can't explain.
If you explain now.
You can't explain the sound you get from these things.
Like this horse in tail, they take Charlie.
And we put all of these things down, and you know,
We are following.
you know.
Senegalese are making money off it.
Flames,
Yeah.
I'm giving you a charge to like create something. Let's get a northern identity.
I'll probably use that one. I'll just push the other guy. I'll
let's-
just push the guy
yeah,
down. Let's take that.
And I'm even looking at a point where almost every artist from the north would be jumping on that kind of style, because that is the only way we can
Create the
push together
identity
as a
and
people and create something that even every people from out of Ghana would want to come and patronize.
And also, with our northern music, producers and sound engineers, they should tell the artists the truth. They should tell them the truth. If what they've written isn't actually going to sell for them, let them know.
Some of them themselves don't even know.
Yeah, so that be the thing. Me,
You get it.
Those who have come to me for productions, most of them know. Actually, if you're online, they big give me. Then
You go
I feel
tell
like,
them.
I will tell you, Charlie, let's switch it this way. Let's make it this way. So actually, most of the songs that you hear that for me, like 70% of the song production I do, I'm actually a songwriter in it, but
Wow.
I don't credit
You don't
myself.
ca-
I said,
yeah.
I just want the song to come out good. We all take credit for it, and that's it.
Yeah.
As you said, there are a couple of young people from the north that are really
Yeah,
doing great.
yeah.
Your top five. Who
Or
are
top
really
five.
of young
Five
like-
or top five. If I say that,
Your top five.
Top five, yeah.
You can't.
Okay,
If
just
I
give
say
us
top
five.
You go there like
You they select.
they select this person. But if you say five,
Okay, so just
artists that
mention
you feel-
five. Five
Okay,
of
so
these.
right now, there's this guy, Papi
Papi
Suweide.
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 Yeah.
Papi Suweide. They come with some vibe, be like
Yeah.
he always has something new to drop, like to bring up. Then Fad Lan, of course. Young Shak. Young Shak.
Charlie,
Very
dope,
creative
dope,
guy. Very
dope.
creative guy.
That
I don't know
in
what's
tune,
happening,
Charlie,
but
be mad.
Very creative
It be
guy.
mad. Those are the things,
Young
like,
Shaq comes to the studio writing nothing. He just comes to the studio. He just
And
leaves
then
it, but that's where he
vibes
creates it.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's how Young Shaq moves.
That's three,
There's
right?
Sad Eddie.
Yeah.
Right now, they killed him.
The Cheche
Yeah,
Kole guy.
Chidekure guy.
Charlie, that's actually my job, man.
Hey, that guy every day.
yeah,
If that guy had power,
Yeah.
if he did draw song every day,
Wow.
he did stay for productions like.
Oh, wow.
Like he's always.
Is he
When you
based
drop
here? Is he
studio,
here? Is he in Tamale here?
It's not in Tamale
Okay,
here, but he's not in Tamale. He's based in Accra.
Okay.
But he be Tamale, he be North guy.
North guy.
Yeah.
I know him. I know
Yeah.
him personally.
Yeah. I don't know why. I think you see North Click side there. He do play it too. So. He do play it too.
Yeah.
Ibabe. So then, what they call it? The fifth one, I'll give it to Amy, but Amy is not around.
Amy.
Amy,
The
one
girl
who
on
is
Yakabe.
the
Oh, okay.
Yakabe.
Yeah.
Where is she?
She's in the States right now.
Wow.
I saw her UK. She's in London right now. She's now working there.
Oh,
So she has
But
put a
she
hold
doesn't
on the
want people
music.
to know. But today they are. She doesn't want people to know. She's in
Yeah.
London right now. She's working there right now. Yeah.
At a point, I thought that she was coming out as a musician.
She
She had a record label and all.
She
under
stopped. She stopped music for like 2 years before Yakabe dropped again.
Yeah.
So I thought she was coming back. Like after Yakabe, she would come. I feel like even Yakabe, she could have even done much
Better
more
than
better
that.
than Yakabe.
Oh,
With
she's
the way I
one
know
on
her,
Yakabe, right?
yeah. Oh, the girl, she's fine.
Yeah, I really like her vibe.
But just that she just unfortunate that after Yakabe, she wasn't in town again. That was it.
Okay, so Yakabe was actually recorded when she was still in town. All right.
But do you also think that we don't have a lot of producers who are able to get the best out of talent in a way that we have good talent, but they are not actually hitting their best.
That is where I'm particular about what they call it, directing the artist when you are in the studio. That one be very, very,
Very
see, you know
important.
what the person write come on. Not fear, most of the guys not really like good songwriters. I myself, I'm not a good songwriter. But when I listen to a line that I feel like good, I will make you know. You understand?
Yeah.
Like Yakabe, right? I wrote to Yakabe. Like the chorus and the
yeah.
hook. I wrote it, then the girl came in. When she came, I told her, Amy, this song is really written. this is the type of vocals I want.
By the way, Yakabe, my producers jam me that too.
Iba.
I know they play with that.
Iba. That Yakabe, the
Charlie,
vibe.
We are waiting for the video, man.
The video.
We're waiting for the video.
You go see shots from this is North. You go see shots from there.
Charlie. Amazing.
Yeah.
Talking about learning from other people and all of that. Give us your top 5 producers around the world.
Around the world. This guy always my go-to is always this guy Metro Boomin. They do hip hop, but he's always my go-to guy because I relate with him because he's a young guy and where he started with music production, where he is now, like I relate with him that much. Yeah. So Metro Boomin is.
Aside him, is there any other?
For Ghana here, I was looking at Kill Beat, but fortunately on my part, I was in the same production album, like production with him.
Yeah.
So I feel like,
you're rich.
I reach small. You bad, man. I feel like I reach small.
And they feel that.
Yeah. Because Charlie, DJ Breezy, with DJ Breezy, we have lots of conversation when it comes to music business. Like even with my Nescafe contract, he didn't know that it was Nescafe contract that I had, but he gave me all the insights that I needed. Billing, percentage wise, like how I should go.
Helpful.
It was helpful.
Charlie,
Up to now, still they give me. I feel they know. You go send me link. Charlie, go check this place. Plugins D. We the plugins to the be follow the price no shit. Like, you go figure that.
I'm actually excited how you understand the production and is it most of our people just concentrate on the production, forgetting about the business side of things and all of that. And I'm excited you are all over the place and getting to know your stuff and making sure that everything is right and all.
But when it comes to the North, Web Beatz, I feel like it sounds resonate with mine, like in a way. Web Beatz. I feel the energy around you, like that thing. Actually, we done Web like way back. So we actually had this. I told you about that sound card that the guy purchased. When it first came, he was the one I called. We got to the studio. We made a 5 production together. It was just like, play this, go sit down. He will go play this, go sit down. That's how it is. The beat came out very, very it was dope. So actually, right now, if I should call it and tell that beat, we should sell it. We are not going to sell it like
easy
Ghana cities.
Dollars.
Go put down if you go pay for it, you take.
But the way they accelerate, I bet come down for some of us. we are still grooming people to put in the music business. And if we have to come to you and then Charlie, the dollars will be
I mean you there. The way you did, if you don't click side,
relax.
Different level.
Don't click side.
But that's the thing. Like Flames he has actually groomed me in a way. I'm letting it out today. There's a song in his studio I've not gone back to because he doesn't want it the way I was putting it. And I think doing it his way would be better. Yeah. But I don't have the time and power to be able to do it like that because there are other things you have to tackle. Sometimes you can just call me.
Rhyme. One thing people don't know, Rhyme is a very good songwriter. But in problem, just be say
time.
Time.
But we'll get it. So you see, I'm actually grooming
even
people.
Even the time if you know they need Rhyme, that way Rhyme go come. Yeah. As some party there, I make you see that. I was say Rhyme will pass by studio. That time self. Maybe you had scheduled with him to do something.
You don't come that time.
They come different time.
There was a time I was coming from the farm. Charlie Flames. Well, I just realized I have to go to him. With dust, man. Charlie, we're in the studio recorded. After
now, that production. I feel like that production. There's this production he has with me.
No,
I think he came.
No, it wasn't Bassett. It was Ibrahim, another guy. Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm grooming a lot. Because,
they did well with that particular production. And they left it with me. I was leaking.
Charlie. Flames, how are you managing being a nurse and, working as a full-time producer and all of that? Because I know there's so much pressure on you because of how you do your things and the quality you put out there. Yeah. So almost all the boys want to, produce with you. Almost all the boys are coming to you. There's so much pressure. So how do you manage, work, full-time job and,
What are they can't talk now? I know why you want to talk about hospital people. But at some point, I always have to like in a way bribe my colleagues.
Yeah.
Like,
to go for you. Yeah.
Not to go for me. I will come. But I will make you feel good. Like if I come, I will come late. But if I come, I will bring some things.
Make you chill.
Then I will left
motivate
early
them.
again. But before I left early, I will make you know something came up.
Yeah.
But that's not almost all the time. That's when there's a production
Pressure,
on me.
yes.
Then I have to deliver. I know sometimes timelines like are very very near. And what I do actually we say like when it is hospital, I go. Right now I run 9 shows. Charlie, I know the touch studio anything.
Yeah.
You understand? When I'm done, my off days, then I go hard on studio stuff. But if we say it come up, sometimes I take my headphones with me to the hospital. When I get my free, then I go into the nurse's room, then do what I want to do very quick, then email out, then I get back.
But how important has that been in supporting your music career? Your production career. How important has having something to do?
Yeah,
and not focusing 100% on.
So it has actually made me realize that nothing is permanent. So in as much as I do the production, it will get some time. I'll be buzzing like that. So what will I fall back to?
So where do you see yourself in the next 2 years?
Yeah, that was what I was coming to.
The next 2 years.
2 years be short, man.
No, let's start because he's
2 years.
Flames is like I don't know how to put it, but he has stepped on the accelerator and then he's just not releasing
Why
the
The
I'm
next
saying
2 years, I see more Southern productions. Even before the end of the year, I see Southern productions
coming your way.
your way.
Some come already where we work on them. So
bring
we
it
just
out.
just to
They are
bring it
getting
out.
to realize that the lion is here.
Yes.
And where's the direction for Flames Beatz? Where are you looking at?
I'm just looking at doing much more great productions and collaborations. Like it'd be very necessary. I don't see myself with some specific artists like Whiskey, Better Boy for now. But when it comes my way, Charlie, alhamdulillah.
Kill it.
Yeah, I will kill him.
Yeah,
Like,
so that goes to
okay.
Yeah.
So have you reached out with any of them?
no, Better Boy. I don't. What I actually do is that I know my strengths. So if I tackle like an artist maybe with connect wise, I actually go with people that's actually near me
You can easily
for now.
You can relate.
And those people that you can actually, what will I use the word? Leverage for those big guys. So assuming that, recently someone sent me a video of Davido jamming to Enjoy Mister in his gym. I was like,
That's a link up already.
Yeah, I said, okay. So you have to listen to that sound.
That's a link up
And
already.
with Black,
So anytime you go to talk to the video, you know where to.
I think last December I was with D Black and we met Miss V. He just took me to Miss V's table. I was like,
meet
Flames.
Yeah. That's it.
Producer of
That's
Enjoyment.
it. From that one link
That was
up.
just the introduction.
From that one link
That was
up,
where the connect even happened. So right now we are working on something.
Wow. With Miss V.
Yeah.
Wow.
Working on
That's great, bro. That's great.
Working. That's the only
leak
secret
you are
I
getting out.
yeah. But I try get more productions. Like I try get more. You see, South with the South guys, they have their producers there, plenty beat makers there. People that you feel like they do a lot more than what you are doing. But Charlie, if you they push there, they push.
Yeah.
Make you the push and they learn. That be all. You go get there.
Bro, you are doing amazing. You are doing amazing. Anybody who hears, the quality of your sound, I don't see any difference from, what the big guys are doing. It's just a matter of, opportunity and, time. And I 100% believe that if you get the opportunity, you're going to kill it.
Like yesterday,
Yeah.
Artist manager was chasing me giddy for production. Not for now, for South. And funny enough, the songwriter of that song, it's a Nodna. That song will come. Will come.
Okay.
I don't will talk plenty. Okay. That song will come.
Okay.
But,
so like if like who is the that one artist that you just dream of working with that one artist, if you get
For
the
Ghana,
opportunity, like for Ghana and in the world?
For Ghana here, the only artist, that one artist that they want to work with, the Manifest.
Manifest, yeah.
I swear.
Yeah.
You want to do a production for him? How about outside Ghana? Is there someone
Outside
you just,
Ghana,
Charlie,
okay.
This guy, forget him, man.
Outside Ghana, I'll look at me. Outside Ghana, I know the big guns. It was like Joe Boy them.
Okay.
Yeah, Joe Boys, the Black Bones.
But
Like
right now,
them
they are
boys.
actually the big guns.
Yeah.
You know, they are the ones actually giving us
Yeah.
the content we are jamming.
Because
to.
actually, right now, I've done like 3 productions with South Africans.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so and one is already out.
Oh wow.
So 2 are artists.
Charlie, very soon Flames, you know, go they get
Wow.
out.
Yeah, we'll not see
But that
himself.
production is like it's a feature production. It's supposed to be 4, but one artist dropped. That was this guy. What the Costa Stage.
And you see the thing I talk about, you when you know your stuff,
Yeah.
you don't need to go move to anywhere.
Costa Stage.
You'll be in your village and
recently,
people will look for you.
one South African artist died on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did one production. He was supposed to be on it. I think we're waiting for the vocals now.
Wow.
Then
Died.
he died. So your man just sent me a message. Was like, "Charlie, you have to switch."
Ah.
But we have one. We have one that is already out with major league DJs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big guys.
Yeah.
Big guys.
So there's another one too coming. That one is already done. They sent me the vocals. Like D Black sent me the vocals. They are dope.
Wow.
Yeah.
You recently did Yakabe yourself and all of that. Is it a thing that now producers want to like do music themselves?
We also actually want to feel like
What the artists are feeling.
yeah, you see that
Okay.
thing. Now producers say they jump on stage.
Yeah,
I don't know, but first I will jump on stage. Yeah, then maybe the revenue aspect too. Like your Kabe is making
Of
some
course.
few.
Yes, of course.
Income for
And
you.
I like an absolute
yeah.
masterpiece.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love Yakabe. I love
But
Yakabe.
aside music production in the studio, do you do anything about music? Because I sometime back I think you were called DJ Flames also.
Oh, child, that PCDJ. That time I do PCDJ. That time that
What's my
software.
job?
Oh,
That's tough, but you
I
know.
feel mix you.
And the way you know your way around music.
You say go feel mix you.
I will
I know.
mix you.
I know.
That time,
Charlie.
yeah.
Thanks so much. This
yeah,
has been an interesting conversation.
Charlie.
man.
But in the north here, who actually do you think is someone that's okay, someone that you think you don't find a hard time working with? Which of these couple of guys you are working with, which one do you think is...
A couple of guys that I work with. I'll say it here. The only 2 people that I feel like I don't really get hard time. And they are going to be based on 2 things. Fad Lan like this, I dey work with them, it be very, very smooth. Because it is right before you come.
Yeah.
So even if it's not done, when you go complete for studio, you don't go get hard time.
Yeah.
And we actually we always have like a direction. This is what we want to do. Do this. And he dey listen.
Yeah.
You understand? So they make the work they go smooth.
Easy, yeah.
There's someone to like young Shak. He
Charlie,
always
Shak,
bring different
Shak,
vibes. So
Shak.
they go smooth. But someone like Papi, he be difficult guy. He be difficult guy. That guy, he be difficult guy. But at the end of the day, we always get the work done.
Right.
But he be
right.
difficult
But
guy.
there was this guy too who came out with some, bongo style music like that. The song was also very,
Which is
I forget his name.
Is he the one that produced it?
I'm not sure.
Who, Sub-Zero?
Sub-Zero.
oh, Sub-Zero. So actually, what he was doing was unique. But
Yeah.
Yes.
the way he was going about the whole thing was like a short-time stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
I
wasn't
feel like
putting so much.
as at the time, like he felt like the thing was good. He could have brought in something new, and I feel like he could have even wrote like
Because I used to feel the energy.
like that particular stuff that he was doing. He could have really used like pushed more
More, yeah.
by switching to doing like more commercial music. And
Or
people still
blending
understand
it.
it. People still get him. It gets to a time you just drop those gibberish and people understand.
Yeah.
People will feel and jump to it.
Yeah.
But it gets to a time you have to just do real
serious,
commercial
yeah,
music. man.
stuff, yeah.
That's what I was expecting to do. But and he had fans, so I didn't know
Yeah,
how.
a lot.
yeah,
Charlie,
yeah.
we're
But-
out there, but we're...
But he was
always
so
like-
much.
Yes.
He was so
you
much
see,
into it
that's
that
one
he
thing
lost.
with things that are unique.
Yeah.
Everybody just want to have a feel of it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
He was so much into it that he
Sub-Zero,
lost
my
it.
nigga.
And he had,
I haven't heard from him.
it's everywhere. When you're popping or buzzing, Charlie, everyone wants to use you and do what. So it's up to how smart you are. Realize that, Charlie, at this point, let me stop this and switch back to this. Yeah.
What would you say to music producers? Your advice or whatever to music producers and musicians from the north?
For music producers, so yes, Charlie. Learn plenty, invest plenty, then connect.
Yeah.
Collaborate if you need to.
Absolutely. Amazing. Charlie, thanks so much
thanks for having you.
I mean, sparing your time to come.
You should have been
on
sleeping by now.
Charlie, night duty. night.
I bet like 1 hour. Then big man in
I call out.
Charlie. My manager today somewhere they do something, so I have to just rush.
I appreciate your time.
It's good that
If it is not, this is not there. We have
you
to
understand. That goes to say that you have your heart in to all of this. Because for you to be able to, someone else would have given you an excuse, Charlie. And not
this is North. This is North. Charlie, you guys, Charlie, you this spot there.
I
Every day that I was like, Charlie, this setup.
Right.
Flames on the beat. I mean, this has been an interesting conversation, and I think
Charlie, but like you really did. You guys are really doing great. Serious. Like you just go onto Facebook, Charlie. You push 1, 2, 3. This is not stuff you didn't see.
Wow.
Then short ones, the captivating parts that will move, make you go to the YouTube channel.
Charlie, thanks so much.
Important,
We appreciate. I mean, Flames and myself and Flames. I mean, we linked up on a very personal level, and you know, it's from then it's been very good relationship, and I'm super excited.
Your man, the sport they give me. So this is not the sport they give me. The sport they and for the viewers, Charlie, this is not the things they use. No, it don't be like
easy.
Charlie, you guys for really like the donations. If for complaining,
Charlie, it don't be easy.
If for complaining, Charlie, the stuff they use, it don't be regular stuff.
It don't be easy.
Roadcaster day there, Charlie.
Charlie, Flames. Charlie, let's get your socials. I'm sure some people might want to.
At Flames on the Beatz on IG, then Flames on the Beatz at Flames on the Beatz on Facebook. My Twitter there be slow, so I know they like.
Okay, so guys, like Charlie, hit up Flames. He will really set you up for some success in your music career, and amazing banger and stuff. It doesn't matter where you are. He's been working with people from South Africa, Nigeria, and all of these places. So he's actually
we should have asked this question before. Why the name Flames?
I don't know how you
come.
Right.
But Charlie, as this can be come
with that.
Even the person that even recorded the Flames was someone affiliated to North Click Signing.
Okay.
Yeah,
so now I know what
after that, the person they inbox me. I've said
all right, guys, thanks so much. Charlie. Snapped the Flames on the beat. It's been an interesting conversation, and it's for the North. This is how we can grow as a people. I mean, Flames doing amazing, and there are a couple of other people doing their bit too.
Oh, Charlie, shout out to the other like. Producers, Charlie, you guys are spoiled there, but Charlie, we'll do much more better.
More. That's it. That's it. And as Flame said, we are raising funds to revamp our studio, and then also
someone for this come out, Charlie, someone for $1,000 and make the team they go fast.
Quick. Yeah. So Charlie, if you want to support, we have a GoFundMe campaign on. I'll put the links in the description so that you can. Also, support. This is North. If we don't do this, at the end of the day, there are a lot of things that will go wrong. So basically, it's to support, the community itself, not just Flames or not just me or not just Snap. It's a collective agenda. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and we out.
Peace.